Today we are repairing a greenhouse for Granfield High School's FFA. We're just getting it all fixed up, cleaning everything out, and throwing away what needs to be thrown away.
I've seen all kinds of different things over the years that they've done, from murals in Hollis, Oklahoma, painting the big wall, to cleanup jobs like this as community service. It's small and it looks simple, but it turns into a big impact to have that labor enforced from there.
A big part of the Rural Scholars Program is community service. So we do there's a research component that's the main focus, and then on the side we also volunteer as much as we can with the communities around us.
The Rural Renewal Initiative is a research initiative that works with rural communities, as you might guess, on some of their big issues. So we have three primary parts that we do. There's the Sea Grant Initiative, where researchers at OSU can apply for some funds to work with these communities on specific research projects. We have the Rural Renewal Symposium, where people come and talk about research related to rural people and places and resources available, programs, those sorts of things. And then finally is our student mobilization piece, known as the Rural Scholars Program.
This program is pretty much for college students to come in and live in rural areas and do research on those rural areas and work with the people and the business leaders and community leaders to kind of help solve some problems in rural areas.
As a rural scholar, you spend the spring semester doing a class where you're learning all about rural communities, what goes into them, how they work.
At that point, they're also paired with a community mentor that helps inform their research, inform their community engagement, community service pieces. So after they're done in the class, they go into their communities, live there for 10 weeks, doing research, doing service.
I love the rural feel. I love being immersed in the community. And I think it gives you a different perspective because you're living in that community. You're not just looking at information and trying to assume something based on what you're seeing.
I think it's really important to be active and involved in the community. So the people know that you're gonna do your research to help them and that you're gonna do it right.
I often hear from them that it's like a breath of fresh air to have these students come into their communities and to see somebody who is young and vibrant, really care about their communities.
So they're seeing things that I've never noticed before. Eric, who's doing transportation, noticed we don't have any sidewalks. And I have never noticed that before in my 21 years of living here.
My research is looking at access to non-emergency medical transportation in Southwest Oklahoma. So that's like routine care visits, scheduled appointments for doctors.
And the healthcare deal has been huge. We lost our hospital probably 7 or 8 years ago now, our ER here in Tillman County in Frederick. With the research from the Rural Scholars and some of the work has been put into that healthcare system and some legislation obviously takes lots of different pieces. But the Rural Scholar Program helped gather that data and research to start that ball rolling. That's in the works now of building a new hospital here in Tillman County.
I am under the direction of Dr. Rosemary A. Vance at OSU, and she recruited me to do a project on citizen journalism. We are researching rural youth news and information consumption.
The title of my project is Perceptions of Women Involved in Oklahoma Agriculture Productions. And basically what we are doing is we are interviewing women from all across the state of Oklahoma.
Agriculture can't exist without weather and climate, and if we don't understand how it's changing and what's happening in our communities, then we can address how to make our producers more effective, how efficient, and just to make sure that we can feed the world.
My research is focusing on the effects of regenerative agriculture to surface waters. So I'm mostly focusing on cover crop and no-till and how that compares to conventional till methods. So I've been spending the summer out in the field getting soil samples, getting water samples. Anytime it rains, I go collect that. Just kind of to see how different farming methods affect surface waters because water is such a scarce thing in Southwest Oklahoma.
So this is all applied research, right? We're not trying to create theory. We're not trying to create new textbook entries. We're trying to help people with real needs that are facing real challenges.
I've never done research before as an undergraduate, and I am wanting to go to grad school. So it's given me all the experience I need as far as working with a research mentor, developing a research project from ideation all the way to presentation and completion.
It's such a unique experience, developing relationships with those people, seeing a project from start to finish, and really being able to affect change in people's lives, I think are the biggest takeaways that these students have.
I think rural communities have a lot of potential, but they also face a lot of hardships and adversity. And I think this is the perfect opportunity to like start with one community in one state and just take it kind of nationwide as much as you can.
So now I feel like I'm getting the experience. I'm working with professionals who really are trying to do something. So it makes me feel like, okay, maybe I can go back to Alabama and do the same thing that they are doing here.